Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'd swear I got an eyelash here. Top right eyelid. No, apparently not. Folks, I wish I had John Gruden nicey layout here. 127 to 121 loss at home against the Golden State Warriors. Folks, I'll put on my fake glasses for this. Almost comeback. You can see it in the title here. I was hoping that if I marinated that convo out there in the fourth quarter, that some way, somehow, the Houston Rockets would come out with that victory. Unfortunately, folks, it didn't happen. As Joshua George is saying here, folks, bro, I swear I could have played better in OT. Folks, hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already. But keep in mind, this is available on streaming sites via Spotify and Apple. The link is in the description. Click it because we do this every freaking day. So if you're at the gym or if you got a ride or if you got whatever the hell is going on in your personal life, click that link in the description to listen to Let's Talk Rockets episode 82 and all the previous 81 episodes. For some weird reason, I'm feeling a Western theme. Maybe it's because this game was played in Houston, maybe it's because I had a couple of pops. Let me throw this in here. Folks, bullshit. Absolute, utter fucking bullshit was today's evening basketball game. Really fascinating. I got back from a nice little date night with the lady, and we hopped on here with the Houston Rockets versus the Golden State Warriors, but we started it, a half hour. They were already an hour into the game, and we started it live. And I'm watching this team play basketball, and they were down 38-20 in the first quarter alone. The Golden State Warriors, folks, after the first quarter, were winning 38-20. And I'm thinking to myself, how on God's green earth did that happen? If your name's not Jabari Smith Jr., and we do this every single day, if your name's not Jabari Smith Jr., if your name is not Tari Eason, if your name is not Amen Thompson, I don't want to hear anything. Score. I mean, this has been a recurring theme ever since we started this show this season. Score. Somebody has to fucking score the football. Obviously, this isn't football. The point still stands. Score the fucking basketball, dude. We got a point here, or we got a comment here from Point God. You think the Rockets need to trade for KD or Jimmy Butler? Let me marinate on that in a second while we put on. So I had the Rockets game on in here. We're going to put just random cable TV on. Ooh. No, I don't think the Rockets are at that level where we need a Kevin Bleepin Durant or a Jimmy Gets Buckets Butler. I don't think we're at that point in time yet, but like for example, man, I hate to rag on specific players. You guys know I do. I hate, I just apologized to Dylan Brooks yesterday. There's this weird thing in the NBA. Like I love making NFL recap videos. I really do. And there's one thing I notice in NFL recap videos that I make once a week where it's like there's 17 games and I feel this kind of looseness with these players. You drop a football, you have a pre-snap penalty, you get a defensive pass interference, and it's like, all right, I'm going to let it go. All right, you know what? NFL penalties exist. For some reason, when I watch the NBA play, I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated watching these kids play. I want to get this clear 5 minutes into this video. The fact that the Houston Rockets clawed back from, and we are down 38-20 in the first quarter. When we deeper dive into these statistics tomorrow afternoon, will have a different thing. The Rockets at one point, if I'm not mistaken, were down 31 points. We were down 30, 31, 32 something points at like towards the end of the first half. I was shocked. For some reason, I thought, let's keep watching this game. It's Saturday night, live from New York. It's Saturday night. I'm coming back from a nice little dinner. I had a phenomenal smash burger, shot it out. Had a great smash burger. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling loose. Nice little bottle of wine split, a little vodka. You know the deal here. The Rockets, what they showed me tonight is different than what the Rockets have showed me in the last couple of years. And that, for its own reason, in my opinion, should be a win in itself. All right, the Golden State Warriors are now 5-1. I get it. Steph Curry is out. I get it. My Warriors fan, or sorry, my fucking Rockets fans don't want to hear this. I do have a daily YouTube channel for the Golden State Warriors. I post maybe once a week on it, but rent's got to be paid. Don't shoot the messenger. Rent's got to be paid. This was a winnable game. Whether it was the 38-20 deficit in the first quarter, whether it was the furthermore 10-point deficit. So we're down, what is that, 28 points heading into halftime. This is a game that the Houston Rockets, in my lifetime of making Rockets videos, are not even in the same stratosphere. I mean, folks, we're watching KJ Martin. We're watching Justin Patton. We're watching fucking KPJ. We're watching all these second string kids coming to games like this, and they ball their ass off, and we're thinking, all right, we got a nice little future here. I don't know what Freddie Double V Rocker's finest took to start the season. I don't know what he did in preseason prep. I'm not here to argue it. But Freddie Double V Rockford's finest had another horrible basketball game. 2 of 12 from the field, 1 of 8 from downtown. He technically finished with 11 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. If you're playing fantasy basketball, you're probably okay with that stat line. I get it. Jalen Green had 7 points. Şengün had another shitter. I get it. But you're playing the Steph Curry-less Golden State Warriors, man. Cat's got to play. Freddie was not there. Jalen was not there. Dylan Brooks scoring or shooting was not there. The only 3 players, like we alluded to at the beginning of this stream, if your name's not Tari Eason, Amen Thompson, or Jabari Smith Jr., I don't want to hear it. Jabari Smith Jr., 21 points, 7 rebounds, 7 of 18 from the field, 5 of 13 from downtown. Really solid statistics. Jabari had a really good game. Heading to the bench, Tari Eason is the reason the Rockets came back in this basketball game. He finished with 27 points. Folks, we're talking about Tari Eason here. Sorry, it's a little bit late. We've had a couple of pops. Tari Eason had 27 points, 9 rebounds, 11 and 19 from the field. Tari Eason took 19 field goal attempts, 3 of 5 from downtown. He played 35 total minutes. He had 4 total steals. He had 3 total blocks. Starting to feel like Tari Eason is maybe a huge cog to the Houston Rockets' future. Now, that's not crazy. If you've been watching the Rockets basketball for the last 3 seasons, that's not a crazy statement to say. But continuing this off the bench, Amen Thompson, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 15 from the field, 0 of 2 from downtown, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He also chipped in with a steal. Amen Thompson played 33 minutes. Tari Eason once again played 35 minutes. Alperen Şengün, my bona fide number one, played 20 minutes. And here's the thing, man. You guys know I'm Chicagoland, born and raised. I'm a diehard Chicago Bulls fan. That's dissipated in the last couple of years watching the Chicago Bulls play basketball in the last couple of years. But I'm a Chicagoland native, and the Chicago Bulls are my number one. And Derrick Rose got me into basketball. My number one on the Houston Rockets, and I'll tweet this every fucking day. I don't care because I've been tweeting this every fucking day. If you guys want to follow the Twitter, go to Let's Talk Rockets on Twitter. Alperen Şengün played 20 minutes. He played 20 minutes. Alperen Şengün played 20 minutes of basketball this evening. 14 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 of 10 from the field, 0-1 from downtown, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He also chipped in with a block. He had 2 total turnovers. Quick rant. The NBA is a star-driven league, just like every league in the professional sports association or whatever the hell you want to call it. If my number one, Alperen Şengün, it could be 1 minute, it could be 2 minutes, it could be 2 to 6 minutes, it could be 2 to 14 minutes, it could be 2 to 18 minutes, i.e. a quarter and a half. Alperen Şengün is supposed to be my best player. He played 20 minutes tonight. We're 6 games into the season. Rockets fans, I know you guys don't want to hear this, so I'm sorry that you got to hear this. The Houston Rockets are 3-3. My best player, I'm using air quotes here for my audio listeners. Shout out to this podcast. Click the link down below if you want to listen to these. My best player, and I do think Alperen Şengün is the best player on the Houston Rockets, by the way. My best player played 20 minutes tonight. And you're going to start to see tweets, and you're about to start to see social media posts about Alperen Şengün not being in the final lineup. Once again, whether it's the final minute, whether it's the final 2 minutes, whether it's the final 5 minutes, whether it's the final 12 minutes, I don't care. Alperen Şengün was nowhere near the court towards the end of the basketball game. The Rockets clawed themselves back into this basketball game. They outscored the Golden State Warriors 37-25 in the third quarter. They outscored the Golden State Warriors 39-28 in the fourth quarter. And you're telling me that my best player in Alperen Şengün played 20 minutes tonight. I'm not saying for my listeners watching this video that you should be concerned. I'm not saying you should be worried that Alperen Şengün is not a number one. What I will tell you is keep a very keen eye on Alperen Şengün, no matter who the fuck you're playing, not finishing my basketball games. And you can sit here and you can tell me why positionally we're going against Draymond Green and TJD. It's a versatile lineup. I want a versatile defender like Tari Eason or Amen Thompson on these players. You can cry me a fucking river. You're trying to tell me that one of the best players in the NBA, i.e. Alperen Şengün, in the final 2 to 12 plus minutes of these basketball games is not playing. I'm not telling you it's an issue, but I will tell you it's something to keep a very fucking huge eye on. We just lost to the Golden State Warriors 127 to 121. Alperen Şengün played 20 minutes. of an overtime basketball game against one of the best Western Conference teams in the NBA. I love Alperen Sengun. I think he's the Houston Rockets' future. But for some reason, 6 games into the fucking season, this guy is nowhere to be seen for the whole freaking fourth quarter. And I don't mean he's nowhere to be seen because he's not making an impact. I mean he's not on the fucking court. You can tell me whatever the fuck you want because I've been tweeting this for days. I've been tweeting this for weeks. You're trying to tell me the most paid player on the Houston Rockets in a pivotal game, 6 games in the season, Crimea River, I don't care, pivotal game. You're trying to tell me Alperen Sengun is off of the court. Oh, maybe he was in foul trouble. Hold on, let me check. Oh, Alperen Sengun had 3 total fouls. I'm not going at Ime Udoka. I'm not going to Alperen Sengun. I'm not going at anybody in the Houston Rockets organization because I'm not the fucking GM. I'm not the head coach. I don't know what I'm talking about. But if you're trying to tell me, and people need to figure this the F out, you're trying to tell me my best player, Alperen Sengun, is not on the court to finish basketball games. What are we doing? Sit here. We got 13 people watching this live. Sit here in the comment section and tell me why Alperen Sengun has not finished a basketball game in multiple games. He's supposed to be my best player. He's supposed to be my most played player. Why is he not on the court? He's not good in drop coverage. He can't defend the pick and roll. Cry me a fucking river. I'm not going at Ime. I'm not going at Sengun. I'm just trying to tell you my best player, Alperen Sengun, is not finishing basketball games. We're 6 games into the season. As like Empathy says here in the live chat, imagine losing to Golden State without Steph Curry. It's not even as good as that. Where is Alperen Sengun? Are we playing fast? Are we playing slow? What's Sengun's role? Why can we not figure that out? And like United says here in this live chat on YouTube, we can't beat the Warriors. We haven't beat the Warriors in a long ass fucking time. It's embarrassing. I'll tell you this. As a Chicagoland native, somebody living in Tampa Bay, Florida, it's embarrassing. All right. This losing streak to Golden State is embarrassing. And it needs to end immediately. And I'm not trying to sit here and tell you we're 3-3, the season's over. No, nobody's saying that. The Houston Rockets have an unbelievably bright future. They have an unbelievably bright present. But what I am trying to tell you is, where are my stars? Jalen Green, 7 points, 3 assists, 2 of 13 from the field, 1 of 5 from downtown in 33 minutes, 2 of 13 from the field for Mr. Jalen Green. Thank you, Terry Roberts. I'm not trying to go at Jalen Green. I'm not trying to go at Alperen Sengun. I'm not trying to go at Ime Udoka. I'm just trying to figure this out. Shooters shoot and shooters miss. If Jalen Green needs a game where he's going 2 of 13 from the field, 1 of 5 from downtown, I can deal with that. But you're trying to sit here and tell me that Alperen Sengun's playing 20 minutes? If you're dealing with foul trouble, I understand it. And I said this in a live show yesterday. I said Alperen Sengun is missing the end of basketball games. Obviously, it's not to his discretion. And I got a comment, and they were saying Alperen Sengun is not Nikola Jokic. And I'm thinking to myself, then what the fuck are we doing? If Alperen Sengun is not Nikola Jokic and he's nothing close to Nikola Jokic, what the fuck are we doing? And I'm not trying to sit here on the microphone and say just because the Houston Rockets are 3-3, they need to trade Sengun, they need to trade Jalen Green, they need to fire Ime Udoka. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying make it make a little bit of sense here. Freddie Double V, 2 of 12 from the field, 1 of 8 from downtown. Jalen Green, 2 of 13 from the field, 1 of 5 from downtown. Dillon Brooks, 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from downtown. And then I've got my best player playing 20 minutes. It don't make sense to me. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not a head coach. I'm not a GM. But I don't get it. So make it make sense. Make it make sense. Thank you for watching. The Houston Rockets are currently 3-3. It's okay. We're 6 games into the regular season. Tune in here. We do this every single day. We talk about the Houston Rockets. Shout out to the live stream. Click the link in the bio if you want to listen to this on Apple or Spotify streaming sites. If you do decide to do that, give it a 5-star rating. It goes a long way. Thank you. That's it for me. We'll see you tomorrow, or we'll see you in a couple of days from now. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you soon, man.